Hey, what the heck do you think you're doing?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Don't you remember the 1930s?
The 1930s?
Yeah, the 1930s, when a whole bunch of United States traffic safety groups launched a nationwide campaign to get people to walk against traffic instead of with it.
Okay.
Yeah, prior to the campaign, pretty much everyone walked with traffic. You know, they thought it was safer to have oncoming cars at their back. But then, in the 30s, a whole bunch of people with fancy job titles like Highway Director, Secretary of Highways, and Vice President of the Motor Club in charge of accident prevention all came out of the woodwork to say, no, look at these stats. It is way safer to face oncoming traffic. That way you can actually see the cars that are coming at you. You know, then if someone falls asleep at the wheel or drifts onto the shoulder or something like that, you have a chance to see them coming and you can jump out of the way.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Sure does. They even made a whole bunch of sweet posters to try to get everybody on board. Like, check out this cool one from an Illinois newspaper. Sick, right?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Or hey, how about this one? On country highways, walk against traffic, not with it. Awesome, huh?
Okay, I think I get the sentiment they're going for here, but those kids are like in the road. Like, they're not even on the shoulder. They're like walking down the center of the oncoming lane.
What about this? It's from a Florida newspaper. Walk facing traffic.
That's an airplane. Like, that's not even, what does that have to do with anything? That's a literal.
And hey, look at this. Some guy even invented like a weird contraption that lets you see behind you too. That way you can look at the cars coming from both ways at the same time.
There's no way that's real. That's just like a joke that somebody made. Like, that's not a real invention. There's no.
And hey, in case you thought this whole thing was some kind of like antiquated, old, out-of-date advice, you should probably know that a whole lot of traffic safety orgs still recommend walking against traffic today. Like, look, here's New York State's official traffic safety website recommending facing oncoming traffic. Here's Wisconsin's Department of Transportation recommending that you walk against traffic. Here's the United Kingdom's Highway Code requiring that pedestrians walk facing traffic. And hey, look at that. There's the Washington Post reporting a study saying that it is statistically 77% safer to walk against traffic as opposed to with it. Pretty convincing, right?
Yeah, I guess I can't really argue with that.
Of course, though, it is important to mention that all this is assuming that the street you're walking on doesn't have sidewalks. If you do have sidewalks, then just walk on those, whichever side of the road they're on. But hey, since this road doesn't have sidewalks, maybe you should.
All right, fine, I'll cross the street.
Good, glad to hear it. Hey, wait a minute. Come on, dude, what was that?
What was what? What's the problem now?
Look both ways before you cross the street, bro. Come on. We've been talking about that one since at least the 1850s.